Don't embarrass me, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back to the Daily Smoke on a Monday. What is it? No, Wednesday.
Wednesday is all. I know everybody off,
Right.
man.
We apologize for not. I mean, we took the holiday off, of course, last Friday. That was all me because I just wasn't feeling right, and it was this heat. It'd be hot in this motherfucker. Like I'm sitting in the sun. That's how hot it is. But anyways, thank y'all for joining us as always. I'm Brother Los.
I'm Brother Ron.
Brother Blackhand.
Brother Blackman on the cam back there as always. We got, as y'all know, AK right here with us. Today's all about AK again. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And we got a studio audience. Trey back there.
What's up, Trey? Thank you for joining, Trey.
We got him back there. It's part of the studio audience. So again, thank y'all so much for tuning in as always, like you always do. We're gonna, hopefully we're going strong. Here we go. So make sure you're with us. Hit that like. I need y'all to hit that like button, share and subscribe, and like I always say, much love for your support. Peace. So what's up, man?
Chilling, man.
Yeah. How was your 4th of July?
Man, it was good. It was quiet.
Yeah, it was quiet.
Yeah, man. How about yours, bro?
Mine was good. I grilled some burgers and these sausages, and pretty much it just to be grilling something.
That's
got
good.
dinner and so that's gonna last all week probably. But what you do yesterday?
Yesterday we kicked it. My man Trey in town. We didn't do much. We barbecued on Saturday.
Yeah.
So no, not Saturday. On the 3rd.
Okay.
So we did all stuff
Sunday.
on the 3rd. On Monday. Sunday.
Monday.
Right.
Monday.
Who knows?
Yesterday's when I
Yeah.
did barbecue.
So Monday we barbecued in and had a couple friends over, and so on the 4th we just kind of chilled. We ended up going out later on that night.
That's what's up.
Having a drink or something, and just chilling.
Right.
We tried to watch my cousin and I. We tried to watch the fireworks from like on top of 59 or at 610, so you can have like a real good clear view. But obviously, people have been doing this so long that the police now are going out there making everybody move.
Ooh.
But normally you would see like long strips of cars along the side of the freeway. That's because everybody's outside their car looking at the fireworks. It was pretty cool. They made us move, but it was a pretty cool sight, man.
I remember one year in Pittsburgh, it was getting ready to be, I want to say it was 4th of July. It wasn't New Year's, it would have been cold, so it was summertime, and Diamond wants to see them real bad. I'm driving, I'm like, I know they shoot them, so I get on the one road, get up on the top, there was a bridge, I was on the bottom part going out of town, in the top part you come in, and just as I'm there, I see motherfuckers pulling over, I pull right over, we get out from the bridge, right in front of us. I mean that was the shit. The only thing is all the smoke hit us.
Where you was at?
Huh?
Where you was at?
In Pittsburgh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that when I stayed in Pittsburgh, that's where I came from here. Yeah, she wanted to see him real bad. I felt bad because I was like, man, I'm driving. There's no way for me, nowhere to stop. Where am I going to stop to see these? Because from here, I got to go through the tunnel to the other side and then go up the hill, the mountain, to look back down. So when I turned and I saw the people pulling over, I'm like, oh, these people. I said, I know why. Pulled over, got out real quick. She's like, what are you doing, Dad? I'm like, yeah, come on. We stood right there. You could see them all going on.
I remember
nice.
I had a reality check in the military exactly on the 4th of July. I was in basic. And when 4th of July hit, I'm thinking, I'm just some of the smart kid from high school, 1 year of college. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't thinking this whole experience is new to me. And so, like, on 4th of July, I'm thinking they're going to be like, okay, maybe we'll have, like, half a day of work or PT or whatever it is that day. Or,
they won't work
like you ain't got to do nothing, whatever. You know what I mean? Just in that mentality. You know what I mean? And I was like, man, they treat that shit like a regular other day. And then at night, you heard all the fireworks going off and shit. Right. But you didn't hear them for long because you were so tired. You went straight to your barracks and you went to sleep.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Think that,
that was a reality
we'll
check.
Probably get a light day because it's a 4th of July.
You know what I mean?
Like,
you have to have a whole new mentality.
No, they don't give a fuck here.
At all.
If it was Christmas, we'd be here right now too. Goddamn.
Exactly.
There is no holidays during training.
Did you know that in the military, when you're in basic, you can get timeout cards?
Now? I don't know. Is that true?
The hell's a timeout card?
Yeah. I know we used to get black flags in San Antonio because it's so fucking hot outside, but we couldn't march, so you just walk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in San Antonio, yeah. But nigga, that's the real deal. I don't know about timeout card, but that's a mental shit, right? Yeah.
What the hell the timeout card?
So time out. They
Can't
get
handle it.
they get to
So they
yelling
give you a
at you too
timeout
much.
card for a little bit. Oh, so you get to chill on that. You don't have to deal with it.
Too sensitive for this one.
Yeah.
Now they got a timeout card.
No, I didn't know that. I didn't
Man,
know
I'm-
that. I wouldn't be
I'm
surprised.
that shit.
Everything's getting weaker.
You
I'm
can use
telling
cell
you,
phones in basic.
Man. In prison,
basic.
In prison too.
In basic.
That's crazy.
It's real freedom.
Right?
You gotta allow
Real
every.
freedom.
That's how people live. They live with this phone on them all the time. It's
Well,
part
they
of them.
can't live without it.
Right. That's crazy. But that's the times where, like you said, we in soft times.
Oh man, it is
It's all-
different. It is different.
You know,
Yep.
that's what happens when you give trophies for losing every game.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
give my kid that damn trophy. No, you lost every game. Why? Because your team sucked. Now let's get better. You know?
That's why Reggie don't watch the Olympics. He was like, Ron, I don't mind the Olympics, but I'm watching because they rewarding mediocrity. Since when did we start rewarding the first and second person to lose?
Right.
I was like, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What do
Didn't
you
they
get?
do that back in?
You at the crib chilling?
What, didn't they do that back in Greek times when they started this?
I don't know what the
They only
reward
awarded
system
one
was.
person
I don't know what the
or
reward
one, two,
system
three?
was. I don't
I
know.
wonder how they
It was
did that.
1, 2, 3.
Mm.
I wonder how they did that, or did we change it later? Like, man, it's not fair.
I don't know.
One dude
I know.
Made
You
some
do tried hard
American
too.
shit.
Yeah, you know.
I know. I don't know. When them boys had their games, person that come in second usually get like a dagger put through them. You know what I'm saying? like first,
not to lose.
first place is the only place.
That was under Saddam Hussein.
Right. Well, that's like in North Korea. They win the World Cup every 4 years.
Oh,
The best
yeah.
team at everything. Them people don't know no better.
Hey, Kim is God. How on that Hennis.
That's
Yep,
crazy.
yep. So what y'all been up to, guys?
Man, just chilling, man. Trying to make this
Well,
thing
right.
happen.
Trying to do this thing right here.
Trying
We
to do this?
appreciate you coming
Yeah,
through,
man.
man.
Nothing. I always want to come through and talk some shit.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
that's what
Before we do so, man, you want to give a shout out to our
Yeah,
sponsors,
sure
man?
enough. I almost forgot that shit. Anyways, as y'all know, we start off with Bangin' 832 Radio.
Bangin'.
Bangin'.
That's
Bangin'.
That's Mike McCorn.
Bang.
www.bangin832.com. You catch episodes of Daily
Shout out
Smoke at 7 o'clock on Sundays. But they're also an online radio station. So you can just go put them on and listen to what they got. They got other stuff they do, other podcasts that they do. It's all about local artists. And I've looked at some things. It's Houston and kind of like New York, Louisiana.
Okay.
They mainly focus on that. And if you like that, that shit y'all listen to here, that drop, dude, screw.
You mean no shit, dog?
I'm not used to that shit, man.
Dog, Big Pokey, dog. Give Big Pokey some spirit, dog. Give Big Pokey some spirit, dog.
So, but yeah, but
art
anyway,
form,
that's what
man.
they do. So check them out at www.bangin832.com. And then we got Tamia's Touch of Care, massage therapy. To get with life, get a massage. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, www.tamiaanderson.com to get with life, get a massage. She's a veteran. She's a veteran. It's veteran owned, black owned. Yeah, that's just part of the commercial. That's just, ever since one day we said it, and he said that. That's what he said.
It's
when we said
us.
that. So it stayed that way. She likes it actually too. So
Chicks
anyway,
like
she's a veteran. She's black owned. She's also a personal trainer, and like I said, the best part of it is she comes to you. So you provide the safe spot, and she'll come to you and take care of you there. Work you out and stretch you out. Good sister there. Anyways, and then we got the Buy Black Marketplace.
Say that 3 times real
The
fast.
Buy Black Marketplace. Buy Black Marketplace. Okay,
I
the Buy Black Marketplace at the Shrine of the Black Madonna. They're calling on all vendors, artists, authors, black-owned businesses. It's open free to the public every first and third Saturday of the month from 12 to 6 p.m. They sell a bunch of stuff. You can get free classes of yoga, African history classes. They got people that sell scents if you're into scent therapy. They have foods that you probably want to go try. A lot of different things there. A lot of things are free. It's family friendly, so make sure y'all check it out right there. The Shrine of the Black Madonna at 5309 MLK Boulevard, right here in Houston, Texas. You can get a hold of them at www.buyblackmarketplace.com, and that's where if you have stuff you want to sell, you can go down there and sell your wares too. So make sure y'all check them out. And then we got Puff Pass It, CBD and More at 4130 and a half Cavalcade right here in Houston, Texas, 77026. This lady, her place reminds me of when you said buy back your hood. That's
Oh,
what she
yeah.
did. She bought a place in her hood, and that's where this thing is at. So,
Yeah,
the first time we met her, I thought about you. I said, you know what, she did exactly what he's saying. She could have got a store somewhere else, but she said, no, I want to get it right here where I'm from. And she's trying to build that.
Back.
Yeah, and trying to build the
And that's her
neighborhood
store
up.
right there.
And that's her store right there. Yeah, it's real cool. It's, yeah, so check them out.
She's a
Puff
very
Pass It
good chick, man.
on
Really,
Instagram,
she really
Facebook, Twitter. You can send them an email at puffpassit20@gmail.com, or you can call Tanya Ashley, the owner, at 713-766-6631. Make sure y'all check her out and all the stuff there. All this is legal. This is all that Delta 8 shit and all that, CBD and all that. She has like a board of 31 different ailments that CBD takes care of, and she knows all about this. So whatever you need something for this pain or that pain or stress, she'll know what to give you. And again, it's all legal. She got those caramel.
Woo, them CBD caramel,
Them
boy.
motherfuckers were good. I don't know if they did anything good other than
They
it made me feel happy because they were so good.
And
So,
had arthritis for 7 months.
you know what I'm saying? The bones were good, But hey, make sure y'all check her out. Puff Pass It, CBD and More. And then last but not least, you got us. www.thedailysmoke.com. That's THADailySmoke.com. That's where I tell everybody, if you go to our website, right there you will know who we are, what we do, what we're about, and who we deal with. It's all right there. You can't miss it. And then you go to our sponsors and affiliates, click their picture, and it takes you straight to their website. So you can check them out that way too, other than the ones that we mentioned on the show.
Buy black.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much what we do. Like I tell everybody, not one delivery person leaves here without my card. That's true. Every time they walk up there, let me tell you, because they see what's up. Oh man, I like what you got here. Well, let me show you what we do here. So and then hopefully they're watching, and a lot of people do want to come to it, but then it's like, but then you don't come. Just on the website, hit it says, have you ever been experienced? Hit that. It'll take you to the page where you fill it out and you're
Sign up
when you come up. And that's what we say. This show's about you. It's why we call it the People's Podcast, The Daily Smoke. And that's our LLC, because it's about you, not about us. We want you to come here. If you got something to say, everybody got something to say. So, and if you want to say it to an audience, we're not that big yet. We're getting there. But hey, come sit here with us and you start the conversation and we'll discuss what you want to talk about. Or just say what you got to say. If you own a business that you're we're more than happy to bring you here the first time. We promote you. We don't charge you anything. We let them know that video's up forever. So
Absolutely.
people can go watch that and watch your ad about your whatever you
Support your
do.
brand.
Right. That's what we want. We want people to come on. This is all about you. And then if you're so kind and you want to donate and support the podcast, you go to $TD Smoke on Cash App, and we accept whatever you can. If you can't, just watching each and every episode, hitting that like, sharing our content with people, and that's always enough for all right. We got right here donation.
Thank you,
The
brother.
house is open for donations.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you.
The house is open for
Thank you, brother.
what they say?
Hey, we always do what we can. But anyways, yeah, make sure y'all check us out. www.dailysmoke.com. So what's up, man? Welcome back to our show, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Who, me?
You.
Yeah, welcome back
Oh,
to our show.
I'm not
brother.
coming back. I thought I always been here.
No, I'm saying
I thought I never left.
No, you never did leave, but you always. This is what your third, fourth show.
Yeah, something
You
like
was
that.
one of our first, man, if not the first.
Nah, I wasn't the first.
Yeah, you was. 'Cause
Right.
remember, we had the table. That was like, and it was.
Don't give me all that credit. I
Yeah,
don't want all
man, that was one of our
credit.
first highest grossing videos. Come to think
What?
about it. Yeah, it really
I gotta
was.
put that on my YouTube
It
channel.
really was. Yeah, Joe,
Now,
go
now
check
that
it
I
out.
got a YouTube channel,
Yeah,
AK will sell it. Y'all go check it out. Trying to post my content, man.
that's what's up.
It's hard
Yeah.
posting content.
Uh,
You guys do it because y'all a team, man. It's just me. This is me. So I'm learning. I'm outsourcing.
That's what's up.
outsourcing. So paying a guy to help me. I got me a marketing strategist now.
Okay, good for you, man.
Trying to straighten up, clean up my brand a little bit. We do some content every day. He chop it up and edit it for me.
Okay.
Then it's my job to post it.
Right.
And that's where I fuck up at because I'm not in love with social media like I used to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's a part of
Right.
business now.
Right.
So,
Right.
got to do it.
Yeah.
So I got to do it now.
Right.
So. But it's cool, man. Business picking up, man. me and the wife are just trying to take this thing on, man. You know, we're trying to make it a family empire. So,
Amen.
yeah, so we're trying
Amen.
to do that. So, got a lot going on. So, oh, every time I come, I gotta bring a beer, right?
All right.
Gotta bring a beer.
Yeah, got some
So
beer.
let me get my beer. Let me get my
Here you go,
Are
Los.
these ones y'all making or
So this one here. So as everybody
Oh,
knows,
you gonna
Hot
need
Topic is my my brand, not my brand, but me and my partner's brand.
That's what's
So
up.
for Juneteenth, we always do a beer that's related to African American history or something. So Under the Radar Brewery, every year it's our third year. They allowed us to come in and brew a beer with them and call it Jubilee.
That's
So
what's up.
Juneteenth, even though it's hot as fuck outside, we came outside and we supported our beer and we did our
Amen.
thing. So it was a good time. So they still got beer there. So Under the Radar is in Third Ward.
Okay.
Pretty much go up Alameda, right before you get to where Axelrad at. Y'all know where Axelrad at?
I don't.
Up Alameda where HCC is. Where HCC is.
Yes.
All right, you lying.
Yes,
I
I
can
do.
tell
No,
you
it's on the left hand side. You have to keep on going down.
But it's
on
in
the
that
left hand
area.
side.
It's off of Trillo. So y'all go check out something, man. Something still up there. But I'm gonna let y'all try it out as we talk and top it up about some stuff.
you said this was a Pilsner?
This is a Pilsner. Before, in years to come, there was always hazy IPAs. So we did like a fruity Jubilee, like I think we did like black cherry. This one has pomegranate in it.
Okay.
So think of a Pilsner as like a
Thank you, man.
Bud Light. Would be that same style of beer. And this one here should have a little hint of flavor, some sort of
Well, this
fruitiness in
Alright.
it. Here, get that to the studio audience.
This is very much
For the guys in the back.
This is some art.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
good. This is nice.
So what the cool thing we discovered about this Pilsner this year is that
Reminds me of Pepper Bites.
it's a lot easier, lot lighter. So when we're drinking in that heat and everything, it's a
Yeah.
lot lighter. It's not
Yeah.
as strong. Because before our beers were like 7-8%. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So that was too much. But that's what we did, man. So check it out. Y'all go try something, man. If y'all out there in Third Ward, look up Under the Radar Brewery. We should have maybe a couple cans left. Go buy it up. Show our support your boy.
No, this is nice.
That's good. Tell you, remind me of Pepper Bites, man.
Yeah, I can see that. I
You
can see
know.
that. All right, so guys, what y'all got for me, man? Y'all brought me
Man,
back over here,
yes,
call me
man,
up,
yes,
say what's
man,
up.
yes. So here we
Yeah,
go.
What we got
trying to learn
going
how to
on?
buy up
Here
the
we go.
hood. Trying to
Here
buy
we
up
go.
Trying to
everything.
learn how to buy up the hood,
Here we
huh?
go.
We're
Talk
trying
to
to
us,
keep
bro.
it real
So y'all
estate.
should have been on my tour with my man Trey. We drove around a little bit, looked at some houses and things like that, trying to introduce them to the game to see the before and the after in some of the houses. So yeah, I'm trying to get everybody to learn about this shit. So we got recently we got a short-term rental, Airbnb, short-term rental going up in the Manville area that we're gonna target towards families, people that's moving into that community because there's a lot of large master plan communities out there. So you got a lot of families that come in between. Like you gotta sell your house before you buy a new house. You know what I mean? You could be in the process of doing both of them, but sometimes you gotta line up kind of just perfect. You know what I mean? So if it's that time where you sell your house and now you got the construction was delayed, now you behind a week or 2 weeks. Now I got space for you to come stay at. You know what I mean?
It's close by.
Yeah, it's close by. You know what I mean?
That's
So
brilliant.
that's pretty cool.
That's brilliant.
Manville ain't too far. A lot of people say it's far, but once you hop on 288, you in downtown in 15, 20 minutes. You know what I
Especially
mean?
now since they opened that up.
That tollway.
in the middle of it.
that toll lane. So got that. Got 2 rentals I'm working on doing that. So I should have a renter in one of them right now. And just look for more opportunities, man.
Amen.
That's it. Just look for more and more opportunities.
So that's what you do, like you said with my man. You just drive around and look at properties
Yeah,
that are for
yeah.
sale, or you just looking to see if maybe they'll sell.
I guess both ways, you know what I mean? So that's one of the things we're working on this year, is just trying to capture more opportunities. Of course, I have my regular retail real estate business where I'm, as a realtor, selling houses, buying houses, and selling houses for
Oh,
clients.
you're doing that
you know what I mean?
also.
Yeah, that's my bread and butter. You know what I mean? That's Mr. Get Your Keys. That's the realtor. That's AKB Realtor Group.
Asking shit here.
What's that?
Because I'm already in the midst of selling my house.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Repeat the question. Make sure somebody repeat the question so they can hear it.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to selling a property,
Okay.
what's like the paperwork or the things that, let's say if would you sell my house to you, what are you looking for? It's like, I'm talking about a complete sale. It's
Okay.
called Airship, those family members that might have this or that, or, just, I'm looking for that. Right now I'm in Airship. That's the process I'm at now.
Okay.
It's like pad airs, that's in my dad's name. How does that kind of
So that's important. That's very important. Remember, I told you before when we talked about how we losing our 40 acres and a mule due to crack error. You know what I mean? Where families got pulled apart and people ain't the descendants or the dependents ain't in their right mind no more. That makes it hard to find because the way Texas and some other states is that it's breaking down an airship, right? So if you are alive and you have a wife and you pass, your piece goes to your wife.
Okay.
But then when your wife goes, it breaks down into your descendants, and your descendants got to figure out. And even though when you pass, your descendants have a piece, and your wife had 50%, and your wife will have 50%, and your descendants will have a certain depending on how many of it is. And so as people die off, you still got to create that chain of airship.
Wow.
And when that shit gets broken, that's where the fucking problem becomes. And that's why you see these
Right.
houses, not saying that house, not this house across the street, but you'll see an old dilapidated house across the street. Like, man, why ain't nobody fixing that house up? And why
Okay.
ain't nobody doing that?
Okay.
Because they can't follow the chain of airship. And it's some cloud on the deed, on the deed there that they can't get particular ownership. Now you could buy it.
It is.
You could buy it, but you can't get title insurance on it. But title insurance pretty much says that, all right, we're going to ensure that if nobody come back on this house later and say this is my house. You know what I mean? But the title company will let you the transaction can go on, but you don't have title insurance. So if they buy that house across the street and 10 years later somebody come back and say, hey, I think that was my dad and I think I own a piece of that house, they can come back and have interest in that house. You know what I mean?
it's under my dad's name. We look at his past.
How people
My
get
mom,
killed.
she's a widow of a bit, so the house is there.
So how many dependents do you have?
I have me,
Yeah.
none.
So you're the only heir.
His brother.
Me and my
his
brother.
sister.
But my brother is not my dad. My brother is to my mom, not my dad.
I think that's still. We got to talk to a lawyer.
Yeah,
I
'cause
think
the house
they-
went from Pops, like you said, he passed. Now the mom owns the whole house.
Yeah. So when
And
did
she
your
passing it on to them?
did your mom have your stepsister before they or during the time they was married? It was after.
She was never in the picture.
No,
That's
well, I
not what
mean,
he
when
asked.
was she
His
born?
sister
Was your sister
Oh.
born before your mom and dad got together?
yeah.
Yes.
So she may not have heirship to it. But we got to talk to the attorney to make sure. But
Because from her, it goes to her two children, not her.
yeah, it goes to the two children
Under
you
her,
and your
his mama.
dad. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it'd be him and his
Yes,
brother.
yes.
The other one,
If I'm correct. If I'm correct.
because this property bought after.
Yeah, after that.
Got
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
you.
If
Got
I'm
with her
correct,
mama most of the
that's the
time.
right way of doing it.
Got you.
But
Good
all
for
of
you,
this
Bobby.
shit,
Good
you got to
job.
talk to an attorney about. So, you know what I mean? Anybody online, don't take my word
They're
for
in the
none of that
process
shit.
of it right now. That's what they're holding up.
Yeah.
They're trying to find how to break this down, and who knows?
So
maybe
if
the
it's
sister
not,
said, yeah,
then I
want
guess-
some.
If that's the case, if it's taking this long, then the sister must have some interest in that house.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, it shouldn't take this long.
How many blood siblings do you have?
No, I'm the only one.
Where's the other brother you talking
Other
about?
than my
brothers from
brother, my
from
mom.
his from
My
his
mom is from my
from
So,
another
so your
dad.
mom had a son.
No, one child. That's my brother.
So where does stepsister come in?
From my dad.
He already had her when they got together, and then they had him. Between the two, they had kids.
You
Your dad has two kids.
Yeah, the daughter and him.
yeah, and your mom had one, and he.
Oh,
and
you're-
My mom
you're-
had 2 kids. Me and my brother.
But
Yeah,
the
yeah,
brother's from
yeah,
a different
yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, but from a different father.
yeah, not dude.
Now, his sister
I'm all confused.
It gets like that. It gets like,
from my dad.
Before
But
he hooked up with mom.
They wasn't, the wife wasn't even married, but they
Okay, after you got, is she older or younger?
older.
Okay,
okay.
she
10
from,
years older.
no problem, Bob.
So,
So, no problem, Bobby. So, is her dad your dad, or is your mom her mom? Dad. Okay. Where's your but? Now you have a sister.
confused now.
No. Follow me.
Yeah, everyone-
Okay. So you got a dad, right? Okay. She's your sister through your dad, right? You have a brother also. Is your dad his dad, or is your mom his mom?
Mom and
So the mom who has the property now has two kids, you and your brother.
right.
But the older sister is from your father in a previous relationship before the marriage.
Yes.
And the house was also bought, built, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
after the sister.
Before. Yeah.
So they got the house when
When
it
they
was
was
just
married?
him. And now
They
he's
got together.
passed. They got together. Now they
Right.
got the house.
She's my daughter, but
But she's
lives
somewhere
with her
else,
mama.
wherever. She's
lived with her mama,
wherever.
and now I met this lady.
Exactly.
And had this guy.
And this is property we
Right.
approved after they were married.
Right.
And he's passed.
They acquired
Right.
together.
Exactly.
And his brother,
he's
but
passed.
his brother
And
was
so now it's just the mom that's alive
Yeah.
is the one that's over both him and his brother.
Yes,
Right.
yes, yes.
Yeah, because
So that's his question, like, why is it taking so long regarding Airship? Because she has no rights to
Can
it.
all the dependents, regardless who had Airship, can all the can you get in contact with all the dependents?
that's the sister.
Huh?
That's the thing I have.
yeah, he talks to his
So
brother.
what about the brother?
No, I'm always in contact.
So you just don't have contact with the sister. Is there a reason you can't get in contact, or we just don't know where she at?
Just don't get contact. So,
Okay. So your attorney must be having, or whoever's attorney must be having a problem tracking her down.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's what happens, guys. So that's why it,
Because she knows she's there, they got to make sure that she doesn't get a piece of this.
yeah, or she could sign her interest off and he could pay her
how?
so much money. I don't know. I don't know
Oh,
the details
oh,
of it.
okay.
I don't know who owes what.
Okay.
But that's how detailed this shit ends up
Right.
becoming.
Okay.
And that's why it's important for us as black people to start getting our affairs together. Start,
Agreed, brother.
hey, mom and dad, hey, let's get this will together. Let's get this trust together.
Right.
Let's get all this shit identified, because once you gone, that house could sit there. You thought that house was going to be your family treasure. That was everything that you,
Right.
that's the biggest thing you accomplished
That's
in your
right.
life, and you wanted to give that on to your children.
That's right.
But because you didn't want to get a will because you said, oh, I only got 2 kids, why I got to get a will?
Not the state.
And now
Everybody
this
knows
is,
that,
yeah, but then come to find out, mom or dad had some side chick, some side baby
Right.
that they popped up in the future, and now
Man.
they got heir to it.
I know
And you
somebody
got to
that
think,
happened
and you
to.
got to think about our culture.
I
You
know
know what I mean?
somebody
Our
that
culture
happened.
does that.
As soon as
So
you know, I know I'm going to get some money.
yeah, everybody gonna come
Free
back.
money?
Everybody
Oh,
gonna speak
hell
up.
yeah.
And then we just gotta get our shit together. We gotta start
Right.
getting our shit
Right.
together. Even if our parents didn't do it, we gotta start doing it for
Yeah.
our next
That's
generation.
right, man.
Because it's so easy for us just to lose shit like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? That house could sit there for years and years dealing with a situation like that, and some white boy come along, he'll be like, man, you know what? I'll take that risk. I'll buy that
fuck
house
it, I'll buy it.
for $10,000. What y'all gonna do? Y'all can't do shit else with it. I'll buy it for $10,000 and take the risk that somebody's gonna come back and get it. You know what I mean? And they do it, and they end up selling the house. And little JoJo that's been on crack since the '80s, he never came fucking back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that house
right.
was given away
That's
for
real.
pennies on the dollar.
That's
you know what I mean?
real.
It's happening in every fucking neighborhood.
Really.
the whole
right.
question as far as Airship.
Yeah.
She getting her cut, Bob. She getting her cut.
But that's what I was asking. He said he
Let's
don't
talk
know.
about this offline.
Yeah,
Because
he said he don't
yeah.
I don't see how, though.
I'm sorry, Bob.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
but she wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go. All right, so what is going on?
You tell me, man.
We talked
I'm trying
about
to figure out what it was.
But that is important, though, guys. We got to make sure that we do that, because one of the stories I wanted to come talk about today was Third Ward
Okay.
and Riverside Terrace. You guys familiar with Riverside Terrace?
Mm-mm.
Riverside Terrace is Third Ward. If you come across, if you're on 288, or better yet, if you come across Sophomore crossing over 280 going to where Alameda is,
Uh-huh.
there's a sign up there now. It's a nice, pretty sign they put up that says Riverside Terrace. So
What?
y'all look this story up. This is a great story. They even had a documentary on it back in the 50s and shit about the white flight.
That's absolutely
Yeah.
correct.
So in 1920, you know why Third Ward got these all big ass houses, these
Right.
big ass mansions?
Right.
Because in the 20s, that was where the Jews moved. Because the white people wouldn't let the Jews move in the River Oaks. So they decided to pick this side of town. And if you look at all the houses are like big, historic, thick ass fucking houses. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they couldn't move in the River Oaks, so they decided to move. They had more money than probably most of the white people.
Right.
So they go over there, move over there, and buy up all that shit, buy all these nice build these nice Victorian homes, because those homes are not normal to Houston.
Right.
If you look at the Houston landscape, we don't have homes like that. That's only in that Third Ward, mid Museum District, Midtown area. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
So that's all Jewish land. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So in the 20s, the Jews moved there. They called it the Jewish River Oaks. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But here's the crazy part. This is where we come in at. In like the 50s, Jack Caesar, he was a Texas cattleman. He decided, man, I got a little bit of money. I want to move somewhere. But at the time, you only could black people call them move in certain places, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he decided he wanted to stay over there in Riverside Terrace with the Jews. He had enough money to buy a house over there.
Right.
They wouldn't let him in, of course, so he asked his white receptionist, a dude, to go in there and buy the house for him and deed it over to him later. So he went over there and bought the house.
That's gangster.
Yeah, he went over there and bought the house.
That's gangster.
Only black
I'm
dudes
gonna
stand
get
over
it.
there.
I'm gonna get it.
That's
Yeah. Only
What's it like now?
what's like?
That area still the same?
Riverside Terrace?
Yeah.
It's Third Ward. So let me finish the story. So 1950s, he moved there. And then they have all the fighting and all the, discrimination. They Barman his house and everything. They got a story called the Barman on the Bayou. So you know that's the Bayou, right? Third Ward's on the Bayou. So it's Barman on the Bayou. It's a big story they got about it. After the Barman in like the early 50s, he decided to stay there. And he said, fuck it, I'm gonna stay here and let everybody else go. So that's when all the white flight started happening. People started leaving. They're like, man, fuck this. A lot of people, to be honest with you, from the stories, a lot of the white people left because they didn't want to deal with all the racial fighting going on. You know what I mean? Because at the time, Houston wasn't like Louisiana or Mississippi or like that. Houston's a fucking metropolis, even at that time. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, we don't want to do all this, so let's move somewhere else because these people are going to be fighting for a while. And they left out. And then, of course, we got other people left out. Of course, there was people, to the Woodlands and the Sugar Land and stuff like that. And a lot of people, of course, a lot of people left out because they didn't want to be around black people as well. So Jack Caesar decided to stay there. More and more black people started to come there. Actually, more richer black people.
That's what I was gonna say. They had to be
really?
getting money.
Because they had to buy the houses. You know what I mean?
Doctors.
Yeah, had doctors and everything.
So this was the wealthy black people.
Yeah, the wealthy black people. Look at McGregor, right? That's what McGregor, right? All along TSU and U of H along the Bayou, those all big houses with black people staying to this day, right? So they came in and did all that, and then, but the businesses that was here couldn't support. Well, the businesses couldn't thrive because they didn't have all that wealth like the Jews had. You know what I mean? Now we just got a couple black people here. They ain't occupying our stores like they used to.
Right.
So they end up having to move out. So now we got some abandoned buildings and everything. The city of Houston decided, all right, well, there's more black people here. The right thing to do is try to have provide some affordable housing for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's where we come with the apartment complexes. That's where they turn some of the businesses into community service type of things or whatever. So it's not a bad thing, but of course we didn't have the money and the wealth to support what was Riverside Terrace at the time. And so after that time, all the white people left. Then that's when they ended up starting to call it Third Ward. That's when all the wars started happening. You know what I mean? The wars in Houston got a historical kind of name for saying the wars because that's where the service people worked at that could serve downtown. You know what I mean? Like you think about Second Ward, that's where all the Hispanics stayed at. They stayed there, they lived there, and they worked downtown to service the white population. You know what I mean? You got the Third Ward right there around downtown. You got Second Ward, which is black and Mexican. You know what I mean? So they was all there to kind of service the white people downtown when they're working and stuff.
That's the book called When Socialism Moved In.
However you want to call it, it's good. But here's the crazy part about it. So Jack Caesar's still living there and everything. and then the city of Houston decided to lay down 288. And technically, in the beginning, 288 was supposed to lay down Alameda corridor, where Alameda you got 5015 Turkey Leg Hut and all that other stuff.
Yes.
But for some strange reason, they moved 288 over a
little bit
couple
over,
blocks.
huh?
The story is that they moved 288 a couple blocks to drop it down on Jack Caesar's house, so it teach him a lesson.
We finally gonna get you out of here.
Yeah, we probably gonna get you out here with what
That's
intimate domain. So it's
That's
intimate
right.
domain.
Eminent
At this
domain,
point,
they gotta
force him out.
make you an offer.
So
That's right.
remember I say the Barman on the Bayou? That was
Right.
right at so the accounts say Barman on the Bayou. So if that's the case, he pretty much had to be at McGregor and 288, right
Right.
around that area. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. But you know how these politicians go and everything. But ironically, if you look at it now, Third Ward, Riverside Terrace pretty much goes from Main Street
Riverside Terrace.
all the way over to Scott. But when you lay down 288, it chops it not necessarily in half, but it chops it up in what becomes of Third Ward and what becomes
That's true.
of the west side
That's
of that.
right.
The
Medical
west
center,
side
all of
becomes
that.
medical center, museum
Yeah, that's
district,
right.
everything else, high income and everything.
You
But the
dirty
east
bastards.
side ended up getting starved out.
You dirty bastard.
But the funny part about it is look what's happening now.
Right.
They're all coming back.
All coming
Right.
back.
coming
They're all
back.
coming
Right.
back. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so now it's almost like it's black flight.
That's right. That's
I
right.
don't know if it's black flight or
Right.
black.
More like
But we
black
get
get out.
push. Yeah, black get
Black
out.
get out.
Find us out.
Yeah, so I thought that was an interesting
Black get
story.
out.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
Yeah. So that's why I love
Yeah.
Houston, man. I guess it's not just Houston, but I guess every city has these sort of tragic stories, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure tragic or hero stories or whatever you want. Because I'm a history buff now of the cities, becoming in real estate.
Yeah.
Because now I'm seeing why these streets are named West Time and Fundry and all
Right.
shit.
Mhm.
Because they're
Right.
fucking real estate families, bro.
Right.
That's
They were
what's
real estate
up.
fucking family. I want my fucking name, dude.
That's
Those
I
are
want
what's
baby.
up.
You know
I
what I
didn't
mean?
know
Those are the ones that there was nothing there.
Is
I
that
built
how-
it.
Yeah, I
named
built
it
it. I might as well name it myself. And that's what happened with all these subdivisions,
Yeah.
dude. Like these
18
subdivisions.
Boulevard.
So you have a developer that come through and they want to name streets. You know what I mean? It's probably a big thing when they first start becoming developers. But after a while, they probably don't worry no more. But they're like, you know what? Name that one after my daughter. Name that one after my son. Name that one after my cousin. You know what I mean? That's how streets get named. You know what I mean? It's just like a draw of the hat. You know what I mean? Unless you gotta have a
them
reason.
mugs back then in Houston were greedy because Westheimer goes all the way across. You know,
They take all of that.
it's gonna be Westheimer. There's shit in between, and it's still called that on this side. That's what throws me off. Yeah, when I first moved there, I threw out because my mom and dad lived over on West Road. And then one day I'm on 45, we on the other side of town, and I see West Road. I'm like, there's no way this is by my mom and dad's crib. Like, I had to look at a map, like,
But that's how big
West
Houston
Road
is.
here and West Road way the hell over here. It's
That's
like,
how big
yo,
Houston
y'all
is.
supposed to name that something else. Once you cut that, you
Yeah.
got to name that shit something different. It can't be the same road if I got to stop and go around to find it again. Like,
Yeah.
but that's what they do.
Someone actually told me something that was interesting. The Power Road. I never knew why it was called the Power Road.
Why? That's interesting.
Well,
You remember what you remember?
The rice fields.
not just the rice, but it was.
Who bought it?
The Japanese dude.
He bought all that land.
That's like the weirdest street name in Houston, too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And all the Pearland was rice fields.
Yep,
See, man, that shit dope. I love that shit.
all that.
That's dope. That's dope. History is important, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
is. It
important.
really is.
Because everything repeats itself. You know what I mean?
It does.
Right.
And I think right now is one of the sweetest moments in real estate investment time period. It's never going to be another sweeter moment than this right now.
Really, man.
Yeah. Think about the generations, you know what I mean? Let's go backwards for a minute. Our grandparents, what was their big pandemic type of thing that happened? You know what I mean?
The Great
The
Depression.
Great Depression.
Yeah.
What did they raise our parents to do? Because the Great Depression made distrust of the banks, right?
That's true.
So what did they tell your parents to do?
Mattress.
Put your shit in the mattress, put your shit in the wall, go buy real estate. So now you got 80-year-old people, like I was telling y'all before. I had a tired landlord that was 90 years old that sold me 2 houses they ain't had since the 70s. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff like that. And we talked about this story about how people losing stuff. That's happening too. So you don't have just a family losing one house. You may be having a family losing 20 houses due to that disconnection that you was talking about. You know what I mean?
What a mismanagement.
Yeah, so
resource.
mismanaged. So ultimately, our parents' generation bought up. They are the largest holders of real estate. It don't matter if you rich and got 200 doors or you bought one house for yourself. It doesn't matter. That generation bought houses. This generation is a generation of renters. You know what I mean? That
They
generation
don't want
bought
houses.
They don't want
They want
houses.
apartments. Like,
But guess what? Who to all the people that's holding those properties, what they getting ready to do?
Got that right.
They're getting ready to die off. And if
Got
ain't
that
nobody
right.
there to scoop it up, like
Got
you
that
said,
because then they're gonna want that bad, so they
yeah.
gonna pay you.
So
for
this is
that
the
bad
largest
land.
transfer of wealth that's going on
Got
right
that
now.
right.
Transfer of wealth, transfer of property, transfer of everything else.
Perfect.
And if you think about it, like the way they building these houses, what year is this house? This house probably what?
2000.
2000. But even this house, like this house is not built the same as the houses that was built up over there at Sunnyside, right?
Mhm.
The houses at Sunnyside still standing. This house gonna still stand, but the houses they building now in 2023 ain't gonna be fucking standing in 20 years. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
And then what's gonna happen to all that fucking wealth? It's
Right.
just gonna fall down with the fucking house. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not gonna be
Right.
another generation of holding real estate like our parents' generation was. Right?
That happened in New Orleans with Katrina.
Happened in New York with
You are
the kids.
absolutely
So that-
correct.
you know what? That happened in Pittsburgh. There was a neighborhood. When I went back, it was an old Italian neighborhood. And I went back. The whole neighborhood is Mexican. And I remember I asked my boy, I'm like, yo, man, how the hell did these Mexicans take this land from you racist white people? He said, you know what it is, Los? All the parents died, and the kids didn't care and sold it off to them.
That's what
And
happened
they
every
lost the
time.
whole neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's what
I
happened.
couldn't believe it. I mean, they even had a store, a Spanish store. I'm driving around like, yo, y'all see, yo, man, Steve, what the fuck happened,
Yeah,
man? This used to be Italian racist motherfuckers
yeah,
up
yeah.
here. He said, yeah, no, he said all the parents are gone,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
kids didn't care, didn't want to be here, so they sold all the land, and, they
that's what happened
scooped
to
it
us.
all up.
If you think about the kids that graduated in the 90s with us, they ain't in South Park, Sunnyside no more.
That's true.
They gone.
That's true. All
They
of it.
gone. I'm literally putting together a
Don't
post
plan
there. I'm
coming
gonna say, hey, graduates of Sterling, Yates, Jones,
Word.
Worthing. If you graduated in the fucking 90s, you come call me because you got some real estate problems that you ain't fucking know about.
Right,
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
You need to call me
right.
because
Got crib
somebody in your
somewhere.
family
That's
getting
true,
ready to
too.
die that you got a crib getting ready to come up.
That's
You
right.
need to start calling somebody. We're
That's
too
right.
old to be letting this
No,
shit
no.
slide by and saying it ain't our problem. Because in 10 more summers from now, in 10 more summers from now, oh, there we go, right there. Let's talk about it. Miss Webb,
Yeah, that's just one of,
What's up,
one of
Veronica?
our,
Absolutely.
yeah, she's one of our show people.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she does show up.
See what I mean? Everybody needs help, dog. We just don't even fucking realize it.
Yeah.
yet. And we're really gonna realize it in 10 summers from now when we retire and we're watching our parents retire. And I'm not saying they're not happy, but I'm pretty sure they're not where they thought they were
Life
gonna
could
be
be
at.
better.
You know, life could be better. And we watching them and we're going down the same fucking road they're going, working down the same fucking 9 to 5
That's
path,
true.
expecting it's gonna be something else. That's called fucking insanity.
That's true.
And it'd be crazy for us to sit there and
That's
watch
true.
our parents die broke
That's
and
true.
then go and then expect for something else to happen without doing the same
That's
thing.
true.
So we need to start buying this shit. We
True.
need to start investing. We need to start figuring
That's
out
true.
what do we have as a fucking family. Dig that shit up out the mud,
Find out
clean
what's
that shit up a little bit, and motherfucking make it start pumping out some money. That's what we gotta do.
Distribute that correctly, and we could all be good living.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we all, everybody in Sunnyside that left when we left, could pretty much put their brains together and we could literally buy the block back.
Right.
Literally. And just all it takes is knowledge.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got 1 or 2 people that know what the fuck they doing. They ain't gonna try to screw up, but everybody
Right.
needs to know something.
Right.
That's why I was telling Trey the other day. He was like, man, what do you need from me? I just need you to understand the process. You understand the process, and you start seeing what I'm seeing, you're gonna go, cause that's gonna be your mag. That's gonna be your pool. That's gonna be your carrier in front. You're gonna be like, ooh, that easy.
Did you go to school and get an education in real estate?
I went to realtor school, I guess, to get my license.
When you did that, do you feel like the knowledge you gained is something that
Yes.
you necessarily would have to go to a realtor school?
No.
You don't need to do that.
Half the shit that I've learned at Champion, it's called Champion School of Real Estate. That's one of the biggest places to go in Houston. What I learned how to do there is to stay out of jail. That's what they teach you how to do, stay out of jail.
Make sure you
Yeah.
don't do some illegal
Yeah,
shit.
don't do no illegal shit. Stay ethical, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And they also, but they don't teach you nothing about the business. I was starting to see, because I had a friend in Charlotte, Mike Lowry, that was getting into real estate at the same time. So we used to bounce shit off each other. And I was like, dude, do you realize if we do this and this, we could make this or do this and this and this? So I had somebody to bounce them off of.
Right.
But if not, you could go to school, in real estate school, and end up being an employee and still going to work and for clocking in and everything and not seeing the mind. It's
Right.
a mindset.
That's
You know
right,
what I mean?
bro.
It's a
That's right.
mindset. So we got to start looking at money differently.
That's
then
exactly
everything
right.
start to open up. You know what I mean? But if you just in it looking for door to door, get the key, trying to sell people out, I don't want to do that shit no more.
Right.
Dude. I want to help you get a house, but I want to help you get it with a team.
Sure.
You know what I mean? A team of minds that I put together. Because for me, I'm at a boss status now. You know what I mean? I don't want to be no employee.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? I don't want to go knocking on, seeing 20 doors,
I feel
20
that.
houses a day to go show somebody a house. That's cool and all, but I could build a system to get that done, because guess what? I could pay 10 people to go show 20 people 20. I could pay 10 people to show 20 people 20 doors a day, or I could pay myself and I was getting what, 20 doors in? You know what I mean? I could multiply my numbers by becoming, I don't want to say a boss, and not in a cool, trendy way, but by organizing and becoming a proper project manager and having employees or counterparts or whatever
Right.
going out doing the work for me. You know what I mean?
Hey, Pete, let me ask you this,
You
man.
started a company, so you could be
Yeah,
boss.
you start the company. Yeah. And I'm not saying in an ego way of when I say
It's
boss.
good.
I just mean,
that was the whole plan.
yeah, I want to be. I don't want to necessarily be working in the field no
No,
more.
I started working
that's
for
help.
myself.
That's
so I can
help.
be the boss.
That's
Shit.
Go with your question.
When you were like when you went to real school, and as of course now you said that you have your 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or how you make your main money, what have you. Did you gain a good amount of wealth
Yeah,
from
I did
that
answer your
and was
question.
able to transfer that information to helping you build your own business in the real estate?
I would say to some, yes, if you had the right mindset. But to me, I was already interested in this beforehand.
Sure.
This is the reason I went to real estate school.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So I
Gotcha.
read The Rich Dad Poor Dad and Millionaire Neighbor Next Door and all those little books like that. So I knew what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I just knew that when I had to leave my job, I knew I had to have some sustainable
Sure.
income coming in every day. So that's where the realtor job came in. But as far as the investment side, by being a realtor, it allows me to see more. You know what I mean? I can see more deals. I'm in the room with people talking about real estate. You know what I mean? So real estate school, being a realtor allowed me to eat, breathe, and shit real estate. You know what I
Sure.
mean? So
Sure.
now I think about it all the fucking time. So
Right.
I think that is a byproduct of being that. You know what I mean? I got in this to be a long-term investor,
Sure.
not necessarily the top selling agent in Houston. I got into it to understand and learn the market and make some money so my wife won't be fussing talking about,
I
what this
feel that.
fucking pipe dream you on? You know what I mean?
understand. That's real.
So long as I'm selling houses, she ain't on my ass. no more,
Right.
You know what I
You
mean?
gotta bring that bread home, son.
I can do my I can gamble a little bit in my investment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that,
You for someone, because someone was asking where to start. So for someone that was interested in getting into the real estate industry,
Okay.
what is the first thing they need to do?
it's according to what your angle is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you come in to be an investor, you don't need to go to Champions and get your license. You just need to have a mindset and be willing to talk to people and be willing to self-educate yourself. Because that's too much information on Google nowadays.
Right.
On YouTube, you got Bigger Pockets, you got Earn Your Leisure, you got Tom Ferry, you got all these people that can help teach you about real estate and how the industry and how the investment side of it go. So to get started, I would say start self-educating yourself. Start getting in rooms with people. Call me. Let's go hang out, or call somebody like me. Let's go hang out. Let's go talk about this stuff and get yourself in those
Absolutely.
rooms. You know what I mean? Start networking with people, and then everything start connecting the
So they
dots.
can contact you, and you'd be able to
Oh,
make
yeah.
like this a comprehensible whole out
Yeah.
of all this and get them some
Yeah.
kind of direction.
Yeah.
Hey man, share with the audience your information, man.
So, AK Babies, just started a YouTube channel. AK Will Sell It. It's on like one video on there. AK Will Sell It. My telephone number is 281-387-0113. They call me Mr. Get Your Keys. So if you need any help, anything real estate, guys, I'm not commission breath and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I really just try to help my people because I know that my people are lacking some of this knowledge, and I'll be selfish not to fucking share it with everybody. You know what I mean? So I'm willing to do anything. I am planning on starting coaching classes. I haven't done it right now, so anybody want to call me today? It'd be real cool and cheap and free. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I gotta get bringing people in, learn free knowledge. Get a part of my circle. Equity Mindset. That's my circle of investors, friends, and everything else. We get together. We have events and stuff like that, and so you could talk to my circle. So, Miss Webb, call me.
And you can go to our front page at thedailysmoke.com, THADailysmoke.com, and below you'll see sponsors, affiliates, and friends, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have your emblem,
Okay.
your logo on our front page. So all you have to do is click where
Cool.
it says, you see his emblem. There it is. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, cool. No worries. But yeah, but they can still hear us, right? They can still hear us, right? Yeah, just go to our website, go to the front page, and you're gonna see where it says sponsors, affiliates, and friends or associates, and look for what's the logo again?
AKB. It's orange.
AKB.
Everything I do is orange.
Yeah, like you'll talk us.
Manifest that shit, all that shit. I'm not hard to find. I think I'm like maybe one, if not the only, maybe the second AK in Houston that sells houses.
Oh yeah.
So it's a big deal.
She said she's gonna call you.
She's gonna call.
All right,
That's what's
cool.
up. She's gonna do it
She
too.
calling now. She said.
Oh, for real, right now? That's what's up. I mean, use that time. Take advantage.
I will.
Shit,
We'll talk
for real.
about it.
We're almost ready to go out anyways.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool,
Okay.
cool.
All right.
About 7 minutes to go.
Well, man, thank you so much, man. We do
Sure
appreciate
enough.
you joining us
Appreciate
again,
you,
brother.
man. Appreciate
Always.
that.
Coming
man.
in,
Always.
every time he's here, he make you like, man, I can sell some houses, man.
You know what I'm saying?
What he
No,
say?
don't sell no
I'm
houses,
passionate
man. Don't
about
sell no houses. Let's go buy some houses.
You know what? Yeah, because I ain't got nothing to sell. But
Yeah, let's go buy some houses.
Right,
Buy-
right.
Yeah. So one thing is we didn't talk about like flipping. There's a difference. Flipping is quick money.
Right.
You know what I mean? I can make money. I can 3 months flip a house, make some money. But what we really want to do, we want to have ownership. We want to have equity. So you buy your houses, figure out a way. We got plays. You know what I mean? We got plays where you can hold on to the house. So I got plays where you can get a house from zero money down. You know what I mean? Literally zero money down. So let's own shit. So we buy up as many doors as we can.
Right.
And when we die off, and them houses are paying for our kids shit.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So I think that's the key. Flipping is cool.
Commercial property.
Commercial property is the big play. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. I think it's very.
Yes, she is.
She is calling.
She is calling. You got her on the collect.
Hello?
Nah.
What's up? What's up, LaDonna? That's her here now.
Hi, family.
What's
Hey,
happening?
how you doing?
What's happening?
I am off for you guys look great tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. Send me your stuff. I'll get your number and I'll send you my link and all that stuff. You can join the team. Bet. You got any questions tonight though?
Not tonight. I know the show's about to wrap up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And
for
again,
calling.
LaDonna, all you have to do is go literally. Like, we're not, thank you so much for calling this.
Right.
Listen, we're
Thank
really not being funny, y'all, when we say this. When they're a guest on this show and you want their information, you don't have to worry about remembering the numbers and the website. Just go to our front page. You're going to see AKB on the front page. Click AKB. You
And
can
it
talk to
take you right to
AKB.
'em.
You know what I mean?
No, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying to tell you
please, by
about.
all means, absolutely.
Everybody's there.
I gotta get y'all my digital card link so they have everything.
Hey, we got you, man. Whatever you need, man, we got you, man. Got you.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah,
But thank you, though, man.
LaDonna,
Appreciate you.
calling
Thank you,
in.
Donna. Thank
Yeah,
you.
she does a show called Her Handle.
Yeah, she's on that too.
Wellness, about energy.
She do wellness all that?
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
she-
Yeah.
yes.
Stuff like that. So,
I'm a board member on this veteran organization we got for wellness.
Man,
New Millennium. So next time she out here, let's hook up. I definitely want to be here.
we have another member that works for veterans, and and homeless, and she
does
does
the
workshops for wellness.
Mhm.
Well,
That's how
let's
we
put
all
all this
met.
shit
Have to come
together.
to one of
Absolutely, that's
the-
how we.
You can
That
have
was the
them
show I was
come
trying
to
to
one
get
of the
you all.
shows, the Kuji Chagalia one.
That was the financial.
Oh,
Remember, I came to you and said, "Hey man,
financial
would you be willing to be on
I
the
thought that was
board?"
a sex show. You said,
Nah.
what you say, Coochie Falaki?
Yeah. It took us a
I
while.
thought y'all talking about some sex shit. I can't be on there. Like I said, I got image to maintain.
What is
Right?
that? What is that? What is that? Self wellness or
Yeah, yeah.
what does it mean? I forget what it means.
I don't know.
It's for
Oh,
Self determination or something.
But
like
we gotta do that.
We should know
we
by
gotta
now.
keep
But
our
she
mental
does
health
these shows
strong.
all the time.
Yeah.
And we go to and we participate there. That's where we've met a lot of the people that do our shows from one of her shows. So
Okay.
it started from there, and now we have, like she said, we have a nice village that we built. You know, we can
Well,
really
let's do that again. Then.
So we can do
Let's
another
do that
one. Maybe we
again.
can bring
Yeah.
a veteran in and
Yeah.
sit down in one of these.
Yeah.
She does a whole wellness field, financial, mental.
Yeah, it's our
relationship.
whole thing.
The whole
Spiritual
thing.
and everything.
Yep,
Everything got to be in
spiritual.
balance.
Yep, right.
Everything
She
gotta be in
was
balance.
sexual.
And that's what she does, you know.
Her and Donna, they were sexual.
Yeah.
That sexual energy.
Yeah.
See, I knew you said something about sexual. That's why I was like,
When they
man,
do
my
the
wife
sexual
gonna be
thing.
watching, dog. I can't be on that show.
Right,
No, I'm
right.
just
Can't be
playing.
doing no. That had nothing to do
Don't
with sex. That
incriminate
was about
yourself.
all the wellness stuff.
Hey,
But
but
anyway,
sex is wellness.
again,
Yes, sir.
Rob,
This
thank you
with
so
all.
much. You're always
Yes,
welcome.
yes,
Can't wait
sir.
to have
Yes,
you back.
Absolutely.
Hopefully,
Always a pleasure, bro.
Right, man.
hopefully the next time you're sitting up there pretty, real pretty.
Oh, we
Absolutely,
still sitting
man.
pretty,
Very
dog.
nice.
We already sitting pretty.
But anyway, thank you
That's
so
a
much
good
for
thing.
joining us. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe. Check out the show. It'll always be there. I'm Brother Los.
I'm Brother Ron.
And I'm brother.
Hey.
Brother Bishop back there. Brother Black Hat on the can back there. AK right here with us. Thank you, Trey. Nice to meet you, bro. Thank you for coming,
Yeah,
man.
man. Thank you, brother.
All the way from Tampa.
All the way
That's
from
what's
Tampa.
up.
You know, he's going to be buying houses up in Tampa.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. But anyway, thank y'all so much. Much love for your support. We're out. Peace.
Peace.